Hi, Kitchen Kings and Queens. Okay, today we're going to make another dip. This one is called a three cheese dip, and it actually comes from this cracker. It used to be on the back of this cracker box. It's not anymore, so this is a lost and found recipe. I love this recipe. It's like a really good dip, and it really does go well with these crackers. So what what my mom used to use is she used to use Romano instead of the Parmesan. So that's the only difference from my childhood, but I'm going to use the Parmesan. So you need 8 ounces of cream cheese, okay, which is just like a block of cream cheese. You need a half a cup of Parmesan, and I just grated this. This is actually really cute too. My mom has like this size, like a half of this size, and that's what she keeps her Romano cheese in, her Pecorino uh, Locatelli, she calls it, because that's the brand. So I was at the thrift store and I found this, and I had to get it so that I have that. So me and my mom both have that. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this cream cheese started here, and I just want to kind of break it up with the Parmesan here. And this cream cheese I actually had frozen, and that's a good way to preserve cream cheese. This cream cheese is actually from Lancaster. It's a really good brand, and you could get it at the cheese place that I go to and the farmers market. But because it's a much fresher product, it needs to be um, it needs to be used quickly or refrigerated. So that's the only problem with that. Okay. So then the other thing you're going to need is a half a cup of milk. And that's just going to kind of lighten things up a little bit so it can mix together. And then 8 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese. Okay. I'm going to put some uh, cracked pepper in there too. Freshly cracked pepper. I think that it doesn't need salt. The Parmesan and all the cheese, it's going to give it plenty of salt. But the cracked pepper will just kind of give it a little bit of flavor. And I'm also going to put in some garlic powder. Okay, so that's like a half a teaspoon of cracked pepper and a half a teaspoon of garlic. Okay, those are just my kind of additions to this. Another thing I would add into this, I was not able to find it in my cupboard. I just bought it. I don't know where it is, but I just bought it. Is Worcestershire sauce. that would also help to, just kind of bring out the richness of this dish. Okay. Put that over there. And now we're going to fold in our cheese. Okay, so that's 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. And again, this cheese I grated myself. It came from the deli at Q-Mart that I love, Roz. They have this really delicious sharp cheddar cheese from Wisconsin. And it's a white cheddar. You can use yellow cheddar. That would probably be nice to kind of give a little bit of color to this dish, but this cheese is just so incredibly delicious. I couldn't not use it. Okay, so you just kind of mix it up, incorporate it. And then just like my onion dip that I made, you're going to just let this sit. And it goes so well with those chickeny crackers. Now you probably, no, I wouldn't. I was going to say you could put some chicken bouillon in there to kind of bind the cracker to the dip, but chicken bouillon is just so salty. It just wouldn't really be a good idea, I don't think. So you just want to incorporate this and just let it sit and meld together. And that's it. So another quick dip here for a party. It's very delicious. It's great with anything, chips, crackers, dip, or vegetables, anything that you want. This would be a really good dish for. Okay, so that's what it looks like. You could garnish it with some green onions. That would be really good. Maybe some chives would be cute. I think I'll put a couple chives just on the top. But this is a really good dip. Now, you don't heat it. A lot of times these cheese dips, you heat them up and make them all bubbly. That's not what you do for this dip. This dip is a cold dip, and you just use the crackers with it. Okay? So there's another dish for my barbecue. All right? Bye for now, Kitchen Kings.